Hello everyone, this is Big Nine. We will continue chapter 2, narrative paragraphs. You have to read from page 23 to page 36 for more detail of the chapter. The contents today: 1. Organization. 2. We discuss sentence structure, and this time we discuss compound sentence. And the last part is practice. So let's start with organization. So what is a narrative paragraph or narration? In chapter 1, we give the definition of what a paragraph is. So what is a paragraph again? A paragraph is a group of sentences or related sentences about one or single topic. And we have many types of paragraph to discuss from these books. This is the first type, the first kind, narrative paragraph. So narrative paragraph or narration comes from the word narrate. Narrate means telling. Narrate means to tell. So narrative paragraph or narration simply means storytelling. You tell story when you write narrative paragraph. And when you tell story, what kind of order do we use? Actually, we use time order to organize your sentences in your paragraph. This is the model from your book. Let me read it for you, and you can read through. Ask me. The title of this paragraph is Earthquake. Let me begin. An unforgettable experience in my life was a magnitude 6.9 earthquake. I was at home with my older sister and younger brother. Suddenly, our apartment started shaking. At first, none of us realized what was happening. Then my sister yelled, "Earthquake! Get under something." I half rolled and half crawled across the room to get under the dining table. My sister also yelled at my little brother to get under his desk. Meanwhile, my sister was on the kitchen floor, holding her arms over her head to protect it from falling dishes. The earthquake lasted less than a minute, but it seems like a year to us. At last, the shaking stopped. For a minute or two, we were too scared to move. Then we tried to call our parents at work, but even our cell phone didn't work. Next, we checked the apartment for damage. We felt very lucky, for nothing was broken except a few dishes. However, our first earthquake was an experience that none of us will ever forget. So after we read this paragraph, you can see that the writer used time order to tell what happened in his paragraph, to tell the story, what happened first, what happened next, and what happened after that, and so on until the end of the story from his paragraph. So again, narrative is storytelling. Narrative paragraph is storytelling, and we use time order to signal the sequence of the story. These are the time order signals that we use a lot when we write narrative paragraph. Actually, we have more. You can search it on Google or on the internet for more time order signal. We have words, we have phrases like finally, first, second, third, etc. Later, meanwhile, next, now, soon. Phrases: at last, at 12, after a while, after that, before beginning the lesson, in the morning, the next day. So we have more. You can write down more about time order signal in your book. Put a comma after a time order signal that comes before the subject at the beginning of a sentence. Exception: then, soon, and now. We do not need a comma. For example, at first, none of us realized what was happening. This one is a time order, and it is at the beginning of the sentence, so we put a comma. For a minute or two, we put a comma and then we write a sentence. We were too scared to move. Then we try to call our parents at work. You see, then, soon, and now. We do not need a comma. Alright, now let's discuss number 2, sentence structure, and this time we discuss about compound sentence. In chapter 1, we discussed what is a sentence and how many kinds of sentences in English, right? So what is a sentence again? A sentence is a group of words that contain at least a subject and a verb, and it has a complete idea or a complete thought. And how many kinds of sentences in English? We have 4. We have simple sentence, we have compound sentence, we have complex sentence, and we have compound complex sentence. And in chapter 1 we discussed one kind already. It is simple sentence. A simple sentence is refer to one's subject verb pair or one subject verb combination. And with simple sentence we have 4 formulas to write simple sentence. We have SV, refer to one subject and one verb. We have SVV, refers to one subject and compound verb. And we have SSV, refers to compound subject with one verb. And we have SSVV, refer to a simple sentence that have a compound subject and a compound verb. Now, what is a compound sentence? Compound sentence is a kind of sentence that has 2 simple sentences combined together by a comma and coordinating conjunction. Alright, look at the example. The goat disappeared with the mice, comma, so the greedy man got nothing. You can see that we have 2 SV, or we can say 2 simple sentences joined together by a comma and then the coordinating conjunction, so. Alright, so how many coordinating conjunction in English? Actually we have 7. We have and, but, so, or, for, nor, and yet. And most of the time we do not call it coordinating conjunctions. We call it fanboys. We use fanboys as an acronym to represent all of coordinating conjunction. Like F refers to for, A refers to and refers to nor, and on and on. Alright? So you can use fanboys as a term for coordinating conjunction. So this time we will study only 4 of them. And, but, so, and or. So when do we use and to join 2 sentences? We use and to join 2 sentences that have similar idea or are or alike. When they are alike or same meaning or similar idea, we use and. For example, he dropped a rice ball, comma, and it rolled into a hole in the ground. Again, we use and to join 2 sentences that have similar idea or the same idea. But joins sentences that are opposite or show contrast. We use coordinating conjunction but to join 2 sentences that have different idea or contrast idea. They were happy but they were poor. You see? Another one, so we use coordinating conjunction so to join two sentences that one sentence is the reason and another sentence is the result. For example, look at the example. The greedy man wanted all of the mice gold, so he pretended to be a cat. So the first sentence is the reason and the second sentence is the result, and we join these two sentences by so. The last coordinating conjunction here is or. Or is the coordinating conjunction that we use to join two sentences of choices. We have two choices. For example, he could choose a big box or he could choose a small one. Now let's look at some confusions that you could make when we use these coordinating conjunctions. Use a comma before coordinating conjunction in compound sentences only. Alright? We use comma and then coordinating conjunction in compound sentence. We need comma. Do not use a comma to join two words or two phrases in a simple sentence. Sometimes we have two verbs in simple sentence, right? Or two subjects in simple sentence, but we don't need a comma like compound sentence, right? So look at the example down here. Compound sentence. Yesterday we went shopping, but we didn't buy anything. We use comma, right? Because this is compound sentence. The store were crowded and they were noisy. Two sentences. It is a compound sentence joined by coordinating conjunction and. We need a comma. We ate lunch and we went home. We need a comma because it is a compound sentence. But down here, they are simple sentences. Yesterday we went shopping but didn't buy anything. This is simple sentence, alright? The store were crowded and noisy. This is a simple sentence. There is no subject and another verb. There is only one subject verb here. We ate lunch and then we went home. You see, even though we use coordinating conjunction and, but it is not to join two simple sentences. This is only one simple sentence. No need comma. Alright, this is the last part of the lesson today. Practice. The instruction is the same as the previous one. Send your answer to my Telegram account. Submit your answer or your assignment before next class. Late submission will not be accepted. Make sure you finish it before next week. The first practice is about time order. The following sets of sentences are not in correct time order. Number the sentences in the correct order. So put it in order, right? Send the answer to me. Time order again. Write the sentences from the preceding exercise as a paragraph. Try to make your paragraph flow smoothly by using these two techniques. 1. Add time order signals at the beginning of some of the sentences. 2. Combine some sentences to form simple sentences with one subject and two verbs. So write a paragraph from the first exercise. Practice 2. Decide which of the following sentences are compound sentences and which are simple sentences. Write CS or SS on the line at the left, then add commas to the compound sentences. Number 1 is an example. Thank you everyone for today. See you next week. Good luck.